Welcome to the Kids Zone Channel, children. I am going to tell you the numbers from 151 to 200. So 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160. Okay, this is 161, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170. Okay, then next one 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180. Okay, the next one 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190. So the next one 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200. So here it will change as 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Okay, let us tell the number names of this. So 150, you should write it as ONE1, HUNDRED, AND and FIFTY 50. 151 ONE1, HUNDRED and FIFTY 51. ONE1 51. So 152, we have to write it as the same thing we tell 152 TWO2 we have to add it 152 153 3HRE 3 we have to put it 152 104 we have to add 54 you have to add 155 we have to add. So on 156 you have to add. Here 157 you have to add. Here 158 you have to add. Here 159 you have to add. Here 160. So you have to write as 160 as ONE1 HUNDRED 100 AND and SIXTY 60. So 161 you have to write it as ONE1 HUNDRED AND and SIXTY 60 ONE1 61. So like this you have to write it as 162 we have to add TWO2. Here 163 we have to add THRE we have to add 3. 164 FOUR4 we have to add. 160 FIV 5 we have to add. 166 we have to add. 167 SCVEN 7 we have to add. 168 EIGHT 8 we have to add. 160 NANE 9 we have to add. And 170 here we should write it as here ONE1 HUNDRED and SCVENTY 70. So 171 ONE1 HUNDRED and SCVENTY 70 ONE1 71. So in 171 you have to write like that. From 172 onwards 170 you have to add TWO2 70 172 170 have to write add 3 THRE we have to 173 170 4 FOUR4 we have to add 4 170 FIV 5 we have to add 170 6 SIX6 we have to add 170 SCVEN 7 we have to add 170 EIGHT 8 we have to add 179 we have to add 170 NANE 9 we have to add. Here 180 one we have to write this here like this. ONE1 HUNDRAD AND and EIGHTY 80. So 181 we have to write it as ONE1 HUNDRAD AND and EIGHTY 80 ONE1 81. So the same thing for this 181 we have written 180 TWO2 we have to add TWO2 180 THRE we have to add HRE 180 FOUR4 we have to add 180 FIVE5 we have to add 180 SAX6 we have to add 180 7 we have to add SCVEN 7 we have to add 180 EIGHT 8 we have to add 180 NANE 9 we have to have here 190. This is we have to write it as ONE1 HUNDRAD 100 100 and AND NINETY 90. So 191 ONE1 HUNDRAD AND NINETY 90 ONE1 91. So the same thing we have to repeat it. 192 TWO2 we have to add 192. 190 THRE3 we have to add here. 190 4 FOUR4 we have to add here. 190 5 we have to FIVE5 we have to add here. 190 6 SAX6 we have to add here. 190 7 SCVEN 7 we have to add here. 190 EIGHT 8 we have to add here. 190 NINE 9 we have to add here. The next one we have to write it as TWO2 HUNDRAD 200. 200 TWO HUNDRAD 200. Okay, so here 160, 170, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Okay children, make use of this basic maths channel children. If you like this channel, press the like button and subscribe to the channel children. Thank you children.